Hi, I'm Alexa Sims, and this is my Module 2 video for my assignment. After watching the videos about how the internet has driven change in the lecture from Professor Wesh, I found that the primary messages were that webcams can actually bring us together and things can be widely shared throughout the world. So shared values, and then we're living life in a different media scope. He talked about that many times and just how everything's changing around us and how we become more connected through the internet, and about how videos can kind of take a new spin on the way we see things, and how music videos and different kinds of artists can get themselves out there and make a name for themselves without being signed with a label. And then once people see those songs and they like them, they can take those and then they change them and put different videos with them. There's cultural tension and learning. I also felt like things on the internet can be fake or deceitful was a message that was shared in the video from him. And videos help us accept others the way that they are. At the end of Wesh's lecture video, it had a man who basically just talked about how YouTube viewers accepted him and his different characteristics and just the way he acted better than a lot of the people around him in the actual community did. So I thought that was kind of cool. So yeah, those were the primary messages. This definitely would help me as a future teacher, because just accepting your kids the way they are and finding a way to teach them the way that they learn best. Making those connections as people do over webcams. Wesh mentioned that we like to watch YouTube videos because we can stare a little bit longer and we can basically just learn how people learn things about people that people want us to know about them. So we don't see the things that they want to hide, and we don't see their insecurities. We only see what they allow us to see. So just taking all of those characteristics, even the ones that your kids don't want you to see, and accepting them and giving them the best education, because ultimately that's what they're there for and they need to be loved. The podcast I listened to was a really long one. It was like 2 hours, but I only listened to the first 17 minutes of it. I really thought that it had a good message though, so hopefully I'll be able to go back and finish that. The podcast was by Jason Fried, and it was How to Live Life on Your Own Terms. I kind of chose this one because kids definitely know how to be bad. They know, they can act out to get attention, but when you show them, hey, these good characteristics are what really count, and you got to be a good citizen, stuff like that, they really look up to you and they're going to listen to you. So in this podcast, he kind of talked about a quote that I actually wrote down. It was like, I don't want to know what everyone else is doing. By not filling my mind with others' thoughts, I stay oblivious. And basically he has his own thoughts, so by not reading certain articles and stuff like that, he keeps his own beliefs, and he doesn't base himself off of how someone else feels about something. He goes with what he knows and he sticks to that, and I thought that was very admirable. He also talked about how he does not have goals. He just does it, and every day is different. So he just gets to the most important parts of something, or gets the most important parts of his day, and he just rolls with the punches. Basically, whatever situation he's in, he just makes it up as he goes, basically, which is really really a new concept, basically, because in school they're always telling you, you need to have a goal, you need to know what you're doing next, you need to know where you're going, you need to know what you're going to do, you need to know where you're going to be in 5 years. Everyone always asks, where are you going to be in 5 years? And when you say, I don't know, they say, well, you better figure it out. So, I just thought that was very, like, unique and out there because he really does just roll with the punches and goes with the flow. And those goals that in school they're always talking about having goals, and you're always supposed to write down your goals. And so just to hear that someone has never had goals is just a very new concept. I do think that things such as YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Visco, like all those different social media sites, I do think that they should be used in P through 12 because they are our generation. They are what the world goes to nowadays. Skype, pen pal used to be a really big thing. Having those interactions and learning how to communicate through a different way rather than just your oral communications is a very big thing. Kids need to know how to write letters. Kids need to know how to talk to someone like this over cameras because interviews over webcams are becoming such a big thing. A lot of jobs that are not based in your hometown, a lot of them use FaceTime or Skype, different things like that to get an idea of who you are. And even things like this, I've been having to do a lot of these answers online, like over webcams and videos. So I've liked it a lot. It's been a very big change, and like Wesh said in his video, like it's kind of awkward because you don't really know exactly who you're talking to, but you kind of have to just, go with it. You have to let your personality show through and be yourself, and if they like it, they'll accept you. If not, then it is what it is. You did your thing. You are you're who you are. But with Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, and all that, a lot of teachers have been using templates, so they have their kids do assignments using those different templates and share their story kind of through like a social media aspect. But Twitter has also been a really big thing anymore, where you have to create a hashtag. A lot of teachers use like the hashtags for different assignments, and even podcasts in a lot of my classes. My Comp 2 class, my professor used, it was called like Grammar Girl, and she was pretty good. Like, I enjoyed it. I thought I learned a little bit from it. You pick up a little bit here and there. Your teacher says something, you pick it up. The podcast says a few things. You pick that up. So then I used Digg.com for my cloud-based bookmarking tool, and I attached my link, so hopefully you'll be able to see the different things that I bookmarked. I just bookmarked some different things that I was interested in. Like there's an what comes after for football after the NFL type thing, and then there was like a couple history ones too because I really like history. But yeah, so that's it. Thanks.